Hey everybody, it's Crystal and I'm signing in today on June 27th, and I am sorry that I didn't do a pregnancy vlog last week. I just was really tired, really tired. I've been so exhausted. So today I'm officially 9 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I turned 9 weeks yesterday. So this is really awesome. It's really exciting. This is the farthest that I've made it in a pregnancy. Last time it was week 8. In 2011 it was week 8 that we lost the baby's heartbeat, and then I miscarried at 10 weeks. So this is really a huge milestone for us to have made it this far, and so I'm just so grateful and so blessed to be where I am today. So as far as how I've been feeling, I have been I'm very sniffly and sneezy today, and like coffee, and I feel like I have allergies, but I don't normally have allergies, so I don't know what's going on there. Sorry if my face is really white from the window. But anyway, so I'm 9 weeks and 1 day pregnant. We have our next sonogram on July 1st, and I will be 9 weeks and 5 days, almost 10 weeks, so that's going to be exciting. I am still with my RE, and and probably will be at least until 12 weeks, I think. When we went to our, and I posted my sonogram from our 7-week 2-day appointment. I think that's what it was. Yeah, 7 weeks 2 days. Yeah. And I'm sorry that the video is really long. I wanted to get it up so bad, and I just really didn't have time to edit. I was so tired that I put it up there. So sorry it was such a long video. The next one probably won't be. So at my last appointment, everything was really good. The baby's heartbeats were 160 and 164. They were measuring right where they needed to measure, and everything looked really good. We were all satisfied with everything. My husband and I are still on a strict no intercourse rule, and no exercise, no strenuous activity, and only just because my ovaries are still really big. They're massive, actually. As she said, massive. So that's record breaking for us. And I know this is totally TMI, and you didn't watch my video to hear about our sex life or anything like that, but I'm just saying, this is record breaking. We've never gone this long without being, intimate together like that. So it's very different for us, but it's really neat, because, it's just different. It's, you think you can't go through something like that, but then you find out, you're like, oh my God, it's been 2 months. But so Josh has been fantastic. Really, he's been a really great husband, and he's super excited about this. It's pretty much all we talk about when we're together. I mean, we talk about other things now. We're starting to get out of that, like the high of, oh my God, we're pregnant with twins. So it's really exciting. We talk a lot. We have a name board. So far we only have boy names on that name board. So I don't really know. I have no feelings as to what the babies are. I really don't. I know some people say mother's intuition. I don't know. Like, I really don't. So I don't know. We're excited to find out. Probably, I think August we're gonna find out. I have so Monday, July 1st, we have our sonogram at the RE office. We're gonna take another peek and see how things are doing, look at my ovaries. They're gonna draw blood to see if I can go ahead and stop the progesterone and the estradiol, estrace, whatever it's called. So as of right now, I'm still on all of those. And on that same day, I have an appointment with a regular OBGYN who is in the same building, is highly recommended by my doctor. So I'm going to give it a try and see how she is. I still have an appointment. I was going to go through a birthing center. And then obviously in my last sonogram, she kind of talked about how, and then we talked a little bit afterwards, but and I talked to my husband, and as much as I wanted to do the birthing center, I think with having twins, it's a little more risky and a little more scary. And I've never even had one baby, so we're not going to do the birthing center. I've decided we're not going to do that. I just feel very nervous about it now. You know, like my doctor said, you know, we've gotten this far. What if something happens? And I mean, I know anything could happen in any type of pregnancy, blah, 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 blah. But my husband told me basically, he's like, babe, you have to be the one that feels most comfortable about it. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or what anybody else wants. It's really what you feel most comfortable doing. So I decided against the birthing center. But I still, you know, if we were having a singleton and just one baby, I'd be there in a heartbeat. I totally would. So I have an appointment with a regular OBG, which she said was fantastic, and that she doesn't necessarily, you know, just because my biggest fear is that I don't want a doctor to assume just because I'm having twins that I'm gonna have to have a cesarean. I want to go as far as I possibly can, to the point, you know, to try and have a natural labor. And then if there's something like, you know, if the babies are breached or something like that and I have to have a cesarean, I will learn to accept that. But I don't want to just go off the bat with a doctor being like, oh, you're going to have a cesarean. So I want a doctor who understands my needs and my wants. And so I'm going to meet with this OBGYN, who I've heard is fantastic. So I'm meeting with her Monday. We have our sonogram appointment at like 9 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And then I have my other appointment at 2 o'clock to meet with her. But I also have an appointment with the midwives. There's at the hospital, at one of the hospitals in my town, they have a midwives group, which is a team of midwives, and they're backed by an OB as well. It's kind of like a birthing center. They're very hands-off, but they're still in the hospital. So that's another option that I have. And if I start to feel more comfortable, I may decide to go with them. But I don't really know yet. It's kind of all up in the air. I haven't had an appointment yet, so but anyways, when I do finally get my appointment with my OBGYN, and if I feel comfortable staying with her, then I probably will. And it's a really good hospital. I've had other people birth there that have said that it's fantastic, and so when I have the appointment with her on Monday, if I like her, I'm going to try to go ahead and schedule a gender scan to find out, you know, what we're having. So I will let you all know how that goes. I'll probably do another video on that day just to kind of go over how I felt after meeting the OB, because this is also new to me. And she, you know, they did tell me on the phone the first appointment is basically going to be blood work and history and paperwork, and then they would schedule my next ultrasound after that. So we may even be able to find out at that next ultrasound without even having to like specifically schedule like a gender scan. So I don't know. So that's that. Outside of that, how I'm feeling, symptoms and things like that, I feel great. I really feel fantastic. I do still have nausea, but it's not anything severe. I've seen a couple girls online who've talked about it, like just slapping them in the face, and I haven't had that. Although yesterday I got off work and I got home and I just felt like I was on the verge of throwing up, but I never did. So yeah, I have nausea, but only here and there. It's really when I've gotten overworked, or when I haven't eaten enough, or if I ate something that wasn't very healthy and my body's like craving like good food, so I feel it then. So I feel the nausea. So I told all of you that I started spotting at week 5. Around week 6, it tapered off. Then at the very end of week 6, beginning of 7 weeks, it came back. And this week, it's finally stopping again. So it's been like this up and down battle of spotting, and that's not been fun, but, you know, it's not anything severe. It's nothing to worry about, but it's still, you know, when you see it, it's like, oh my God, something's happening. So I've had that. I have been still having extremely crazy dreams. I dreamed last night that I was a companion to the doctor, If any of you are Doctor Who fans, I was a companion. It was fun. And it wasn't Matt Smith for whatever reason. It was David Tennant. I guess in my brain, maybe my brain thinks he's the best. I don't know. I love them all. But and the night before that, I had a dream. A few nights before that, I had a dream that Lisa Marie, TTC, and I were in Disneyland, and we were riding the teacups. And it's really weird because it's like we rode them over and over, and we were just talking and talking and laughing and laughing. It was a fantastic dream. And then last night, or the night before, I dreamed that my big dog, Teddy, my boy dog, had 11 puppies, and they were all shaped like my Chihuahua, and they had multicolors. Like one of them had like a purple Louis Vuitton face. It was so weird. So yeah, my dreams are, I think my dreams are shifting from zombie, scary, crazy to more fun. So, but I feel so exhausted when I wake up. That's the one thing, the one symptom of this pregnancy so far that has been the most difficult to deal with is exhaustion. Like I full on just feel so tired. I feel so tired. I sleep, I take 3-hour naps. When I have to work the morning shift at work, I get up and I literally am like going through my head like of all these reasons that I could call out. I'm like, oh, I could say this and that. And I'm just like, I feel so bad when I first wake up. And then once I'm up and I like eat a banana or eat an apple or something like that, I start to feel better. So it's the exhaustion is very strange. Like it just really hits you. And when I'm tired, I'm tired. There's no getting past it. There's no, and I'm not drinking really caffeine at all. I have water and some juice, and I have, I was drinking my Naked Juice things, and then someone said that they were not recommended by doctors because they could have listeria, so now I'm afraid to drink those. Those are my favorite. So I kind of have stopped drinking those, and I think that's it as far as like how I feel goes. Missy, chill out, sit down. My dad's dog. So yeah, symptoms, like I said, basically, and I pee all the time. I forgot to mention that in my last video, but like last night, it was pretty bad. I woke up every hour and a half to go pee. Every hour and a half, which is fine. I'll take it to have this pregnancy. I don't want anybody to think that I'm complaining about that. It's just so intense. So I've been trying to drink all of my fluids like during the day and not so much at night. But even that, like, it doesn't really help. I mean, it doesn't help. My body's just creating. And so I'm having to go to the loo all the time. And outside of that, I feel really great. I have been a little moody at times. And it's usually if I'm hungry. I just get really like just kind of short and irritable and I don't know, not my normal sweet chipper self. And I've been a little emotional, not severely, although the other day I had asked, my brother was kind of needing a little bit of cash. His car's been having all this trouble and everything, and so I told him, I was like, hey, I'll pay you $20 if you come over and mow my backyard, because Josh had been at his parents' house all freaking week, working in the backyard, doing stuff for his parents, and building this like gigantic playhouse that they bought. So he was really busy, and so I told my brother, I'm like, just come over and mow the yard, I'll give you $20. So he comes over, and I take him out to the backyard, and some of you may remember in June last year, was it last year? No. Yes, it was. I planted a memorial tree for my infertility and miscarriages. Basically, I had taken my sonogram pictures and some other things, and I had buried them under this tree and planted a tree that we grew from a seed. It was an apple blossom tree. Basically, the tree is in my backyard, and it dropped fruit, and we grew it from that. So I go up there, and like the tree is like it's pretty tall. Like I would say that it's at least 2 feet tall, maybe 2 feet. So I got there and I pointed out to my brother. I'm like, this is my tree. There's little bricks around it. Be careful. He comes in, and I can tell he's so afraid to tell me. He chopped my tree down, like ran over it with the lawnmower. It's this big now. I was devastated. I dropped him off at home, and cry the entire way back home. I walked in the house and Josh was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "My tree." And he was just like, "Come here." And I just bawled. I was so upset by it. I'm better now. It's just a tree. It'll grow back. But it was really upsetting to me. But anyways, that is it, everybody. I'm almost at 15 minutes. I'm sorry. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.